Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone? Are you excited? This is awesome. Come on in. You guys are so cute. I love it. You're clapping. Soccer makes everyone happy. And Airbnb. Come on. Come on in. Mayor Parker, Councilmember Carter, come on. We got seats up front. Don't be shy. All right. Love it. Come on down here. I love our crowd. We're packed today. All right. Okay, you guys there we go. Perfect. You're all in front. I love it. Welcome. Come on in. This is great. I'm so happy to be here today. I'm Laura Spangen. I'm head of policy for Airbnb. And welcome. Welcome to this great day. It's a great day of soccer and Airbnb partnering. I'll be kind of like helping MC for the press conference. But I really want to introduce the person and the team that really, Airbnb is just a tiny little part of this. The big people that are making all of this amazing thing happen for Houston is the FIFA World Cup. And the head of that, who's also was the president of the Dynamo, and, because I love it mostly, brought the Dash to Houston, is the president of the Houston Host Committee, Chris Canetti. So please welcome the awesome Chris Canetti to the stage.
Well, good morning, everybody, and thank you, Laura. It's so awesome to be here. Anytime we do something World Cup related, it always amazes me the amount of excitement and energy that it brings. And just by this crowd and this audience and the number of cameras here today, we continue to showcase the excitement for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. We're only 6 months away from hosting what will be the largest sporting event in the history of the world. But before we get started and talk about why we're here today, I think we need to take a step back and take a look. 9 years ago, or sorry, it hasn't been 9 years, it's only been 6.5, but it feels like that. About 6 years ago when we started this project and we started planning and thinking about bringing the World Cup to Houston, we had a plan and a vision, and it all started with legacy. It was about how can we help make Houston a better place. And we built those legacy plans around 3 components that are very important to FIFA. They're around growing the game, they're about defending human rights, and they're about protecting the environment. So those are our 3 pillars of legacy that we've built around the Houston 2026 World Cup Host Committee. And just recently we launched and announced an initiative known as Impact Houston 2026. Impact Houston 26 is about making sure that this legacy exists well beyond the final whistle. So next summer, as I said, just about 6 months away, there's going to be some amazing soccer or football played out at NRG Stadium. Terrific memories are going to be made. World-class athletes will be on display, and it's going to be unbelievable. 500,000 plus people will come to Houston. Many will celebrate in a 39-day fan festival. But it's going to be about the legacy. And after that final whistle blows, how have we used the power of this great event to, again, help make Houston a better place? And so that's a look back at our vision and how we got here today. And over the last several years, we've been planning these things out. And today is a perfect example of that vision coming together. So I welcome you all to the Green Corridor, one of the primary initiatives underneath our sustainability efforts, who are led by our chairperson, Elizabeth Carlson, who's here. Elizabeth, where are you? Thank you so much for leading this effort and bringing all these different stakeholders from the community together today to announce this. So we're pleased to be announcing and revealing over the course of this morning what the Green Corridor is all about. But as we embark on these programs, we can't do it without great partners. Certainly, we need corporate support to be able to do that. And thankfully, over the course of this World Cup, we've had tremendous corporate support, and that's what we're here to celebrate today, is our newest Houston Host Committee partner, Airbnb, who has stepped up to invest over $1 million to support projects here in Houston. And again, these projects are going to have a long-term positive impact on the community, helping us to fulfill our our vision of legacy. And Airbnb's commitment to the host committee and our region reinforces our belief that the partnerships are essential to maximizing the impact of the World Cup and ensuring our legacy plans come to fruition. Thank you to everybody who's played a role in this today. I want to thank, again, Elizabeth Carlson from our team, Kim Skates from our team, who helped put together this partnership. Councilman Ramirez is here today. Thank you. So many different people have participated in this, and you're going to see and hear from them all. I also want to point out a big surprise for me today to see you have one of the greatest American soccer players of all time in the room here today, and DaMarcus Beasley. So, Bees, great to have you here today. So, former World Cup player, 4 World Cups, right, Bees? 4 World Cups, ladies and gentlemen. So, I saw him jog here today. He's getting ready to play for the U.S. This summer. So, great crowd here today. Awesome enthusiasm, awesome environment, great announcement, Green Corridor, Airbnb, everybody coming together. This is the spirit of the World Cup. This is what we set out to do. So, Laura, thank you very much for your partnership, and we appreciate everything. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you.
All right, give it up for Chris Canetti, Kim Skates, Elizabeth. The host committee, they're killing it. This is awesome. So we work with a lot of host committees because we're a global sponsor of FIFA. And I will say, and I'm not biased, even though I'm Houstonian, the Houston World Cup host committee is by far the best committee. So you guys are awesome. Yes, you are. Better than New York, all of it. So I, of course, want to thank you all again for being here. Chris, you're awesome. You're a legend. You're an icon. And we love working with you. So thank you. I want to do a couple shout outs before I say a few words. I want to thank the electeds who are in the room and the staff of the electeds. We got former council member Jerry Davis in the room. Council member Twyla Carter's in the room. Council member Mario Castillo's in the room. Council member Julian Ramirez is in the room, and he's going to talk in a minute. Of course, let's see. We have our amazing state representative, Ann Johnson, is in the room right there. Thank you. Former Mayor Anise Parker is here. Give it up for Mayor. And we have representatives, so thank you so much for being here, from Sally Alcorn's office, Fred Flickinger's office, Commissioner Briones' office, thank you, and Senator Carol Alvarado's office. I really appreciate you all being here today. This is a great day for Airbnb, and also, I know, for the host committee. So thank you for supporting us. When FIFA selected Houston as a host city, it wasn't just an opportunity to welcome fans from across the globe. It was an opportunity to showcase our city and the amazing people that live here. So what I'm most excited about, and what Airbnb is really about, is when people stayed in Airbnb, they're staying all over the city, and people are highlighting what's awesome about Houston to the guests that they're hosting, and that's what's going to make this great. It's going to be great downtown. It's going to be great in those neighborhoods that are popular, but people are going to stay all over, and the city is so diverse. And so when they stayed in Airbnb in some of our other neighborhoods, those hosts get to really highlight what's special and diverse about this city, and that's what's great. So what's happening here today, we're a global sponsor of FIFA, but what we wanted to do was not just work at the global level. We wanted to work in the communities where the games are being held. And so we created a community fund, an over $5 million fund. Houston got over $1 million. You guys are awesome. Of that $5 million, had nothing to do with me, I promise. But we wanted to invest in the communities where the games are being played, and that's what we're doing today. That's what we're announcing. A $1.3 million commitment to beautify and make better this trail right behind me, in this beautiful view, right? We were going to set up on the trail, but it was raining, as you know, yesterday. So we set up here, but this view is even better. So we're going to beautify this trail, which will connect the stadium to these neighborhoods here, which is going to be great. And we're going to work on this up until the games and beyond. And this is a 14-mile trail, sustainable, pedestrian-friendly trail, and a transit loop that will connect the stadium and the fan festival to this neighborhood. So I'm really excited about that. We're also supporting Grow the Game, which will build and renovate soccer fields around Houston and expand free club soccer access for all kids across the city. Very excited about that. But we also have something else planned for next year, which you might have read about it in the Chronicle this morning. What are we going to do? We are going to attempt to break a Guinness World Record, okay? And this is awesome. It's the brainchild of my amazing colleagues in this room today at Airbnb. We are aiming to set the record for the longest line of soccer balls that, exactly, over 1,000 soccer balls we're going to line up on this trail. And we hope we're going to break this record. Okay, it's 1,000 balls. It's going to be a little hard, but we're going to do it. And then all those balls are going to be donated to kids all right in Houston as part of Grow the Game. So super excited about that. That's going to happen next March, and we hope that you'll come out for that as well. Yeah, really good, really good. So I just want to brag on a few economic numbers just real quick, because not only are we investing in Houston with our support of $1.3 million, but we're also bringing revenue to the city when people stay at Airbnbs, because more people will come to the World Cup and be able to stay here because of the accommodation that we're providing. So when we did our economic impact study, we're generating over $372 million in GDP for Houston. We're supporting 1,500 jobs, and hosts on average will earn over $3,000 when they host guests for the World Cup, which is amazing. So just to highlight that, again, not only is it about the World Cup and about our hosts, but it's also about the local restaurants and small businesses that will see new customers and benefit. And I know the host committee is doing a big event today with over 500 small businesses, which is awesome, that want to be part of the World Cup and want to be part of this special moment. It's also about the families who are able to stay in their homes because they're hosting, and the money they make helps them pay their bills and pay their mortgage. And it's also about the kids, because really soccer, kids love soccer. My son, my 10-year-old, really loves soccer. He wanted to meet you today, but he had to stay in school. I told him he had to stay in school. But he'll be excited when I show him a picture with you later, DaMarcus. Anyway, we're honored to do our part. We're honored to be here. And I just want to thank you all again for being part of our journey and part of the support we're bringing to Houston. So now I'm super excited to bring up part of our elected leadership, our elected class, the amazing man who is head of one of our most important committees in Houston, the Quality of Life Committee. He's been a huge supporter of ours. Please welcome Council Member Julian Ramirez. Thank you so much.
You bet. Well, thank you, Lauren, for that wonderful introduction. It's great to be with you this morning. Can't you just feel the energy building? I can't wait for next summer when the matches really start to get going. But I'm so happy to be here. I'm glad that we're not downtown, that we're in one of Houston's great neighborhoods, right here in the 3rd Ward. Laura mentioned the historic Columbia Tap Trail behind us. Over there, you've got the Blodgett Urban Gardens, and of course, right next door is Texas Southern University. But this is still one of our underserved communities. And the great thing about this initiative is that it will help this area and all of Houston. And so I want to say thank you, first of all, to Airbnb and the FIFA World Cup 26 host committee for bringing us all together here this morning. What a powerful moment it is in Houston's World Cup journey and in our city's future. As an at-large council member representing all of Houston, I'm proud that Houston has been selected as one of the host cities for this FIFA World Cup event that's going to happen, and grateful that Airbnb and FIFA are investing in one of our critical neighborhoods with improvements that will last far beyond when the games are over. Airbnb is committed more than $1 million to this initiative that will support 2 key legacy projects. One is the Green Corridor, which will transform public space and connect communities by expanding green space, creating shaded walkways, and improving mobility for residents and visitors alike. It's a project that will benefit the people of Houston long after the tournament is over. The second legacy project is Grow the Game, which will make soccer accessible to young people across Houston. From uniforms to registration fees, our children will have everything they need to play the beautiful game. Because while talent and desire may be universal, opportunity is not. These investments are about more than tourism. They're going to build lasting community infrastructure, bring green space to under-resourced areas, and create safe, walkable corridors that will benefit all Houstonians. Laura mentioned the economic impact that the FIFA World Cup with Airbnb support will have, and it is real. Airbnb projects that thousands of visitors who come to this city and stay in Airbnbs in Houston during the tournament will generate $372 million in GDP. That's money that stays right here in Houston with our small businesses and our families. I fully support and welcome Airbnb here because this isn't just about corporate philanthropy. It's about empowering our residents, whether they're hosting, working, or exploring, and building a foundation for long-term community investment. Today's announcement is a model for what public-private partnerships can achieve. When a global company and local leaders work together to support a world-class event, we can build something that lasts for families, for our children, and for Houston long after the World Cup is over. Thank you. I want to turn it over now to Jerry Davis, who's a former Houston City Council member and Vice Mayor Pro Tem, and is now Executive Director of the Southeast Management District, in which we are located right now. Jerry?
Jerry. Before my friend Jerry Davis comes up, who I love seeing, I forgot to tell you about another person who's here, my friend Sheriff Ed Gonzalez. Thank you so much for being here. You know how much I love you and all of your staff, and I know how hard it's gonna be a big job when the World Cup's here, but you guys are ready, and I'm so excited. I also really want to thank, we're here surrounded by Pilgrim Congregation United Church of Christ and their community center. They have been amazing. They have been our partners through all this, so please give them a round of applause for being here. It's been awesome. And also, another Parks partner who's here, Beth White, just walked in the door. She's somewhere here, head of the Houston Parks Board. She's right around there somewhere. I can't see. She's over there, Beth. Outgoing executive director. I love you. I've worked with you for so long, and you are a part of all this that's happening here. You've done this all over the city, so thank you for being here, Beth. All right, now, Jerry Davis. Give it up.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. All right, it's a great morning. We're outdoors. Yeah, as it was mentioned, that it was raining yesterday, but now we don't even need a tent. Well, actually, there's a brother back there from Orlando. He says it's cold, so he may need the tent. He's standing right now. CW, thank y'all. But yeah, this is awesome. And we're standing in front of the Columbia Tap, and I was brought on to just give a few words about that. You know, it's mentioned that the Greater Southeast Management District, we just acquired a $7.5 million grant to enhance the Columbia Tap with lighting, plants, and things like that. So when I got the call from Ms. Carson, I was like, yay, we get to put money in other spots and help, you know, and help the tap at the same time. So, but no, this is awesome. We appreciate Airbnb for all the things that you've done. Now, let me tell you about this, the tap. The history of the tap, it ran from Houston to Brazoria Railway. Originally built in 1850 to transport sugar and cotton from plantations to Houston. After the Civil War, it was used to transport black convict lease laborers to these same plantations. The rail line was eventually abandoned, and a section of it was converted to the Columbia Tap Trail, a hike and bike path through Houston's 3rd Ward, and officially opened in 2009. So I'm just gonna say this, I'm so glad that we're changing the narrative, but we also need to remember the history. So this was an awesome step in creating new memories for new Houstonians, the younger people that are growing up in 3rd Ward, and for the city itself. And we have an opportunity to let the whole world know what we're doing in Houston. When I arrived on City Council back in 2011, I didn't know about sustainability until this young lady right here, Ms. Manjan, she served and she just beat it into us. You know, I drove today with a Ford F-Ford 250. That's the truck I drive. And I'm not the only one here, so I saw a few more Fords over in that parking lot. But I'm getting better. I don't have one of the Suburbans anymore, so I'm becoming more sustainable. But with acts like this, it just helps. So we want to thank Airbnb for the over $1 million that they put into the city. Again, I was a city councilman for the north side of Houston, one of the lower socioeconomic areas in Houston. But when you have partners and community groups like this that are bringing forth opportunity for more kids, it was mentioned earlier that funds will go to kids with no cost for soccer. Our Parks and Recreation Department within the city as well as in the county, they're expanding, allowing these opportunities for our kids. It builds confidence, it builds creativity, and hopefully one day it'll build the next DaMarcus right here in Houston. And we appreciate your time here at the Dynamo. I didn't know what a left winger was until I saw my first game. And it's, you know, I'm a basketball player and a lacrosse player, but soccer is awesome. All the conditioning you have to have. And so these are good things, attributes that we could bring for our kids. And we want to thank Airbnb for that. You know, our children, the children in these neighborhoods, they have to have other outlets. And we have the opportunity for them to get exercise. We don't have the healthy food. You know, it's a battle that they're all facing. So again, it means more just, you know, not just a pretty area and the money donated. It means transformation in these kids' lives in our community. And we want to thank them. Before I get off, let me look and make sure I didn't miss anything from the communications team that I was supposed to say. The Green Corridor Project will create safe connections, more walkable space, and a healthy environment for our families. Grow the game, I mentioned that, okay. All right, so again, thank you so much for being here today. We appreciate y'all. Okay, the left winger himself, Mr. World Cup, Mr. DaMarcus, can you please come to the stage?
I have to follow that? Goodness. That was great. Just want to say, before I start, I wasn't expecting to see one of my mentors, Chris Canetti, you know, here. I know this whole project and what you guys have done in the city of Houston, not just because of the World Cup, but because of, you know, changing people's lives, as you just said. It's pretty remarkable. And to play a very, very small part of that in the beginning with the World Cup big committee with Chris asked me so kindly to be a part of it. It's pretty special to me personally. I'm from Indiana, but I've been in Houston now for 12, 13 years now, and I've stayed since I've retired from playing soccer. Sorry, I'll say soccer. I do say football, but I'll say soccer. But no, I just want to say, Chris, what you've done these past 4, 5, 6 years to bring the World Cup to the city has been truly remarkable, and everybody in this room, everybody. So I want to start off with that. Sorry. But no, it is an honor for me to be here with you all as Houston gets ready for the FIFA World Cup next summer. I've played in a lot of different countries and cities around the world, and Houston is a city that a lot of communities truly live for the game. Kids now play everywhere. I love the fact that I can be driving down the street and you see pickup games going on in the park or in the parking lot. This is where soccer culture is born. That's why the Grow the Game pillar stands out. I got that in too. Free programming, real coaches, mentors that help the younger generation discover their potential. Programs like this don't just create athletes, they create real possibilities and interest in the game that I love. I also want to highlight the Green Corridor Project. When we talk about infrastructure, it's not just about roads and buildings. It's about shaping the spaces where families move, connect, and build memories. Safe places to play soccer and moments where confidence and friendship take root. Moments that I had when I was growing up. I have to say, having this World Cup right here in Houston is special. The energy, the excitement around the tournament is even hard to explain. Today's commitment from Airbnb and the host committee is about investing in young people, public spaces, and the health of our community. Thank you to Airbnb, the host committee, and everyone involved for choosing a World Cup that invests in everyday Houstonians. I'm also looking forward to joining all of you back here soon and kicking off in 2026 by crushing a Guinness World Record. Yeah, I'm going to be a part of that too in March. So really looking forward to that, excited, and thank you.
That was awesome. We're so happy you're here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for saying those wonderful words. And we're excited because we're going to get you on our Guinness World Record too, okay? It's going to be amazing. Maybe you'll be like the last ball or something. It'll be so cool. Anyway, I also want to recognize Judge Lena Hidalgo's office is in the room, so thank you for being here. Did I miss any other awesome elected official? No? Okay, you guys are great. So again, thank you so much for being here. This is awesome. This is the beginning of our partnership. We're going to do more next year, and then we'll be at the games together, and it'll be just a really, really special moment for Houston. And I'm so glad that we're all here and all a part of it. You know, I'm losing my voice. It's okay. When we leave, I want you to grab a T-shirt because we got T-shirts for you. A few of you can grab soccer balls for your kids. I don't have soccer balls for everyone, but if you have a kid, grab a soccer ball. And again, thank you so much for being part of our partnership, our commitment, and we love you and we love Houston. Thank you again, council members, Rep. Ann Johnson, Chris Canetti, all FIFA World Host Committee, Sports Authority, thank you so much. All right, take care.